So there's been some really interesting personalities here at the British Science Festival. Early on we catched up with Dallas Campbell, BBC TV presenter.
As a country, if we want to remain competitive, this is where we're going to be doing it, through technology, through science, through engineering. This is where we're heading. So we don't have the workforce of that. But just on a human level, having knowledge about science, being interested in the world around you, why wouldn't you want to have a population who's interested in stuff? Richard Feynman, the great physicist, talked about the pleasure of finding things out. And I think ultimately it boils down to that. Obviously we need good schools and we need good teachers. I mean, all of us, I think, will remember teachers that we had at school who'd inspired us in whatever subject it is. So having teachers who can inspire us in the wonders of nature, the wonders of the universe, of engineering, of science, we desperately need that. We need people at school to realise that science is for me. And we don't want people to turn off early on, age 10, 11, 12, and go, oh, science isn't for me, which is what happens. We need people to be embraced in science. And I think also through breadth as well, through enjoying the stories of science, the history of science, almost talking about science in a different sort of narrative. I think very often we specialise so early on, and we're so close to the canvas when we study science and mathematics. Sometimes it's just good just to step back from the canvas, look at science in the big picture, see what it actually is, which is our natural inherent curiosity. It's a very human thing, and if we can get teachers and schools to think about science in those terms as well, I think that would be very helpful. What I love about this festival, and why companies like Siemens are so important, is that they are naturally promoting this idea of curiosity. It's great to be able to go. I just went to a seminar on women in science. Yesterday I was giving a talk about the history of the spacesuit. Also, as an engineering story, they're fascinating. The Apollo moon suits, which were all suits built and engineered by women. So it's a story about women in engineering, which is really important because I think often engineering has a bit of a blokey whiff to it. So that's interesting. I mean, we're desperately trying to get more women into engineering. We don't want it to be just this male thing, which is often seen as, and there's all kinds of cultural reasons why that's the case. And actually having examples like this is so important. And people came up to me and was like, I had no idea. Why has this story never been told? Let's get these stories out there.